Welcome back to the CBIA BizCast powered by Google. I'm Amanda Marlowe. The 2026 Coolest Thing Made in Connecticut competition is officially underway. This third annual competition celebrates Connecticut's manufacturing industry, and today we're highlighting the contenders for this year's title. But first, here are some of the top stories you may have missed. Connecticut's November elections are officially set after the August 11th primaries. In the race for governor, incumbent Ned Lamont held off a challenge from Hamden State Representative Josh Eljen. Lamont will now run in the general election against Republican State Senator Ryan Fazio. Aside from Lamont, many incumbents fared poorly in this year's primaries. A new survey finds employers are increasingly worried about artificial intelligence and data privacy. Littler Mendelson's annual employer survey of C-suite executives, in-house lawyers, and HR leaders showed 84% expect AI-related policy or regulatory changes to affect their business over the next year. 53% anticipate workplace impacts from data privacy concerns. Last year's top concerns, immigration and DEI, both fell sharply in the survey. Freight traffic is expected to grow significantly over the next 25 years. The State Department of Transportation released its draft plan August 5th. The plan projects rail cargo to expand faster than any other mode, but trucking will continue to dominate the state's supply chains. DOT Commissioner Garrett Eucalito said the plan gives the state a framework to guide investment and policy decisions to support businesses and keep goods moving safely and efficiently. You can stay on top of all the state's business headlines and much more at CBIA.com. Now to the 2026 Coolest Thing Made in Connecticut competition. 16 Connecticut-made products are going head-to-head in the third annual bracket challenge. First round voting is officially underway to see which 8 products will advance to the next round. We've been visiting and showcasing all of the products in this year's bracket, but today we want to give you a glimpse into what makes these products and companies truly cool. Our first bracket features Medtronic's Hugo Robotic-Assisted surgery system against Eljen Corporation's Geotextile sand filter.
We are going to walk through our Hugo robotic system. The Hugo robot is used for robotic-assisted surgery. So how it works is you take one of the instruments, and the instrument interfaces here with our IDU, which really connects like the surgeon console to the IDU and to the instrument to do all of the tasks that it needs to do. They have a big screen where they can see what's going on inside the patient cavity, and they use those instruments kind of as their hands to articulate, maneuver, and do the surgery inside the patient cavity. It's a great mix of people and automation. You kind of see that in the manufacturing floor, the mix of people and automation, and that kind of translates to how the robot works too. It is a mix of people and technology. Medtronic has been around for about 75 years. It's been in Connecticut since about the early 80s. We're improving the lives of 2 people every second. We help 79 million people every year. To play a part in that here in Connecticut is just extremely important to us.
What we've built is essentially a water filter that doesn't need to be replaced in your backyard. Eljen Corporation, we've been here in Connecticut since 1970, manufacturing all of our products here. We go right to the heart of what's important. We managed to move an entire life cycle of treating wastewater from what traditionally was soil into a secure area that can do it without any electricity, any power, any blowers, or anything like that. It gives homeowners a passive treatment product in their backyard, which is treating the water that's coming out of the house from the septic tank. That way, when they do pull water from their well or get it from the city, it doesn't require as much cleaning. We are one of the founders of this technology, and we're very happy to bring it to the market.
And Martin Rosel's Kielbasa against Inline Plastic's Safety Fresh Packaging.
We make a Polish kielbasa. The most popular form is in a kielbasa ring. So it's a traditional Polish sausage. My name is Teddy Rosel. I'm the 4th generation working here at Martin Rosel's Meats. The recipe was formulated by my great-grandfather Martin in 1928. We really just have core values of doing things the old-fashioned way. My great-grandfather Martin was a Polish immigrant. He was a butcher in Poland, and when he immigrated to Connecticut, he started making sausage for the neighborhood. The company was officially started in 1928, and he opened up this building in 1937. The fact that we hire locally and we've had generations of employees here, or talking to customers who it's a grandfather coming in with his grandson, and now you're at like 5 generations of customers who have walked through these doors to buy our products. That's definitely the best part. We wouldn't have it any other way. We're really blessed to be in this position and have a nice family business to carry on the tradition.
Pretty much every supermarket you go into the nation, you'll find us to some degree. We're playing a big role in making sure the food that arrives at your home is safe and secure. Inline is a 3rd-generation family business, and we're a manufacturer of plastic food packaging. We were able to come up with a package design that had 100% of the features that you need to accomplish tamper-evident, tamper resistance in the clamshell itself. You just put the food in and you close it. The way you do open it, you just pull the strip off. Maybe you've interacted with some of these. And then it gives you the ability to grab the tabs in the back. You open it. No extra labels, no PVC shrink bands. Every shift is making different of these products. We probably have about 130 different configurations. So I think when people land at Inline, they're enthused that anywhere they go, they can see our products.
The next bracket features the Lee Company's satellite propellant isolation valve against Wayland Engineering's Argus remote spotlight.
Today we're talking about our isolation solenoid valve. A system that uses our valves frequently is propulsion systems, specifically in satellites. When they want to start propulsion, they'll open our solenoid valve, allowing flow to go through, and propulsion begins, and the satellite is then able to thrust through space. We have a very tight leakage when the valve is closed, and that allows the propellant to stay and have a longer life. And then once they're ready for propulsion to begin, for that satellite to start moving, our valve opens and off the satellite goes. All of that has a direct impact on how long that propellant lasts in the satellite and how long that satellite can move in space. A lot of our products are customized, so a customer will come to us and ask us, we need a solenoid valve that does this, this, and this for our satellite. We figure out exactly what they need, how we can make it. When we started in Connecticut, we were this small little garage shop, and we've turned into this well-established, globally known company. Our tiny little product is used in satellites, it helps GPS, global communication, weather forecasting, and so much more. Our little product has a global impact.
Our focus is really to protect those who protect others by making the scenes safer with our warning products. Wayland Engineering makes all types of safety products for the first responder industry. Argus was invented and released to the market in 2019. Our focus was to replace what's been known as the A-pillar light, which is a spotlight. With Argus, we created a fly-by-wire design, so it's not a traditional pan and tilt product. It's actually something that has direct proportional control. In a stressful situation, you're not sitting there trying to aim the light, you just put it where you need it. If you think about the stressful situations that first responders go through, the last thing they need to worry about is how to point their light, what their light is doing. Argus allows that safety to be automated for them. Any tour we ever give at Wayland, you see the dedication these workers have because they understand the importance of the devices being reliable. There's lives on the line, and so they put that level of care and touch into all what we make.
And the Tytrike's Roadster 750 versus Accurate Lock & Hardware's Jam for Accurate Designer Hardware.
Tytrike's is a recumbent titanium trike that we developed for people with disabilities. Our original market was disabled veterans. My partner and I, our backgrounds are rehab medicine, not bicycling. We put power on it to allow the people with a disability to ride and keep up with the bike riders who are out there.
We're dealing with a lot of geriatrics, a lot of amputees.
It really allows anybody to ride and anybody to ride with their family members.
The story of a woman who, she comes walking up this with a walker, could barely get up. Within a year, she came to our Christmas party and threw the cane, and Ken says, I don't need it.
And I think that's really what's cool, is to be able to ride with your family, ride with your peers, and ride with other people.
We sort of talk about the front door as that's the handshake to the house. It's literally the first thing that anybody comes to your house touches. Accurate is a manufacturer of locks and custom architectural hardware. I can't tell you how many historical restoration sort of projects. Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, White House.
We are rooted in this old world craftsmanship, but we also integrate all of this modern technology.
We've worked with several different designers to create collections for them over the years, and the latest one we're working with is a gentleman named Jeffrey Allen Marks, who's come up with this collection of hardware that sort of has this beachy sort of theme.
It's not just form and function. There is something that can be so beautiful and so desirable.
We really spend our energy on trying to make our products really good, trying to make our customers happy. And by the way, we've been doing it for the last 55 years right here in this spot.
Up next, RBC Bearings satellite bearing cartridge against Dr. Sheffield's toothpaste from Sheffield Pharmaceuticals.
So looking at this, you might think it's a pretty simple product, but there are exuberant amount of man hours that go into this part.
We make a bearing cartridge assembly for coarse pointing assembly systems on satellites. It provides motion for the eyes of the satellite.
We rely on them for communication, broadband internet, navigation.
This optic system actually has to hit a target the size of a dinner plate from low Earth orbit. Add on top of that it's traveling at 17,000 miles an hour. It's beyond mind-blowing.
I think what gives me a sense of pride is the technical capabilities. We have to be very precise in all the processes that this cartridge goes through.
You don't necessarily see what we do, but anytime there's any motion anywhere, whether it be on Earth or in low Earth orbit, we're part of those systems, and you're likely using those, whether you're watching this video on YouTube or elsewhere, you'll be using our products.
It's remarkable that this company has been able to maintain its presence in Connecticut, be competitive, and manufacture a product like this. We created the original toothpaste and the original toothpaste in a tube back in 1870. We're a Jeopardy question. The base of the formula is really, comes from Dr. Sheffield's original recipe book, and we put it back in a metal tube, just like they did back in the late 1870s. The mission was to create a toothpaste that didn't have the bad stuff, but didn't taste terrible and wasn't horrible to brush your teeth with. Very few companies or products have the history this product has. I mean, this is an innovation from 175 years ago that is still relevant today. And we're still here, in this very building where Dr. Sheffield mixed the first batch of this, and we're still doing it.
And the Santa Claus brass button from Waterbury Button Company against Chapco Fast Corp's Dippin' Dots Divvy vending machine.
Waterbury Button, as the story goes, was founded in 1812 when Aaron Benedict melted down pots and pans to supply the U.S. during the War of 1812.
Each button is hand-stamped, handcrafted, plated, assembled, all right here with just less than 40 employees.
Pretty much can find one of our buttons in most people's closets.
So it shouldn't surprise you that we have a lot of exciting customers. One of them is Santa.
And our buttons are in a lot of very recognizable places, and what's more recognizable than someone who comes around once a year.
He wanted all of us, our employees, to compete, to design a button for him.
And so this was brought by the employees as an opportunity to say, hey, let's engage the employee base, let's have them design something for this customer, let's give some options, let's vote on it.
Santa picked it, and now we've put it out for the world to see because we wanted to share the joy and love that our employees put into this button.
It's our little piece of holiday cheer, and it comes from the hearts of our employees right here.
The Dippin' Dots Divvy vending machine is a vacuum robotic vending machine capable of dispensing frozen treats 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We manufacture the entire product complete. It's about 1,300 components. We combine high-tech robotics with the vacuum and then all of the sheet metal parts and a control board. It also has this theater component where you could see the actual vacuum robot pick up the product and dispense it. So the consumers are not only smiling when they get the product, but watching the theatrical performance. You see them all over the place. They're in family entertainment centers all over the country. Not only is the machine cool and it's got a really cool vending mechanism, and create smiles every day, all day. But also literally, it is the coolest because the freezer's kept at minus 40 degrees.
And in the final bracket, it's the BD syringe versus Polytech America's tilt and deploy.
There's something really cool about working for a company that's actually changing people's lives.
BD is a global medical technology company. Since 1961, when the disposable syringe was invented here in Connecticut, in this factory, it has touched millions and millions and millions of lives.
Almost every syringe in the United States comes out of this plant. And it's cool to see how it's grown and become the fully automated large facility that it is.
80 patients every second somewhere in the world are being serviced by this. We understand the mission and the sense of purpose it carries.
Every time I go to the hospital, the nurses and the doctors are like, oh, I work for BD. Like, oh yeah, BD, I love my BD products.
Our people know the reason we are here. Our people know that the world depends on us.
Living in Connecticut and knowing that your state is providing such an important product to the global market, something that's saving lives every single day. I truly believe this is one of the coolest things made, not only in Connecticut, but just in the world.
It's a feeling that I can't really describe. It's unlike anything that I just like helping people who help us. The Tilt and Deploy is a storage solution for fire apparatus specifically, and it is for extrication tools. The time response is everything. When it comes to saving a life, you don't want to fuss around. The Tilt and Deploy is just press a button and you tilt it out to the user. They just pull it right out and they go onto the scene. And then when they're ready to clean up, they just put it right back into the mount and store it upright, and it auto locks. Extrication tools weigh a ton. It's not only a storage solution for space inside the truck, but it's also an ergonomic solution to help a firefighter get the tool out in a timely and safe manner. You know, I talk to firemen every day, and hey, they say it's, the best mount that they've seen in 40 years. We just help create solutions for problems.
And Calzone Case Company's Calzone Go Live workstation against Omar Coffee's breakfast blend.
That's the fun part of it, when you see your stuff on stage or behind a bench during an NFL game or whatever, they're all over the place. That's our Go Live workstation. It's a portable system that allows the users to actually roll the case up to wherever the gig may be at a live event and just basically take the lids off, get power to it, and start working. We're pretty diverse insofar as what we do, starting out in the music industry, just making guitar cases. From Apple Computer to ZZ Top and everybody in between. The Super Bowl trophy, hoping to get a call from the Knicks for the World Championship trophy. Done those before. Also the Stanley Cup for the Carolina team. Basically, we're a low-tech company manufacturing cases to protect high-tech. We build from the inside out. We think inside the box. That's our thing.
I love when the coffee beans come out of the roaster. It opens up and the beans come flowing out. That first crack moment where you really are getting the aroma of, coming out. Omar Coffee is almost 90 years old. We're a regional coffee roaster, 4th generation family-owned business. But most of all, we're all about coffee. Omar Coffee's breakfast blend is our #1 seller. It has a sort of a medium roast on it, flavorful but balanced. It's literally a matter of hours and days. That's how we roast it and grind it and pack it, and then deliver it to your local style. It has components from all over the world: Brazil, Colombia, Africa, Southeast Asia. I mean, you're drinking the flavors of different continents, all into one cup of coffee. I think that's pretty cool.
You can head to CBIA.com/coolest thing to learn all about the competitors in the bracket. Don't forget to support your favorites. First round voting ends Wednesday, August 26th at 11:59 p.m. You can follow along on our social media channels and watch WTNH News 8 as we spotlight the companies and products competing for this year's title. Well, that's a wrap on this week's BizCast. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. In the meantime, give us your feedback and let us know if there are any guests you'd like to hear from by emailing us at bizcast@cbia.com. And remember, you can listen, like, and subscribe to our podcast wherever you get your podcasts. For a full list of episodes, head to cbia.com.